Hello, hello. Getting everything set up here. I have no idea how this is going to go. Never done one of these before, this live stuff. We're going to go for it today. See what happens. What do you say? So we're going to start screaming. All right. I think we're streaming on some channels, maybe. So we're going to test this out and see how it works. I'm going through I'm having one hell of an interesting week, I got to tell you. I was specifically at a men's retreat over the weekend, and it was absolutely fantastic. And I just want to shout out to all my Zoe brothers at that event at Sharp Top Cove in Jasper, Georgia. It was an amazing event. But late Sunday morning, the spirit just completely came over me. It was the craziest thing. And we were getting ready to wrap up. And the spirit just came over me and said, man, you need to get out. You need to go. And I'm like, that is weird. I know we're getting ready to wrap up, but I mean, we're not going to be here that much longer, you know? But I just felt compelled to leave. And so I hopped in the car and I left. And the night before, I'd kind of had some drainage stuff going on, but I didn't know if it was the fall weather or all this stuff. And long story short, Sunday afternoon, I get home and I'm like not feeling the most energy. Oh, and on top of that, so I was beginning a 21-day detox, just cleanse of my body. And I had called this my mind, body, and faith reset, actually, which we changed to fulfillment, 21-day fulfillment project, basically. And the whole idea was I just kind of wanted to take back control of what my body was eating and what I was putting in my body and just rest with nothing but fruits and vegetables and protein shakes for 21 days. And I really wanted to work on my mind and my spiritual journey heading into 2024. And so I go to this retreat and I'm thinking, what a perfect way to start this journey, right? And by the time Sunday afternoon rolls around, I'm getting this inkling that I ain't right. You know, Monday, I'm just out, like just sleeping. Tuesday morning, I wake up, I'm feeling worse. And I'm thinking, man, I've been down this road before. And we had a COVID test in the house. And so I'm like, I knew what I had. Okay. I just knew it. And so I took the test and sure enough, it's positive. And I'm thinking to myself, man, how amazing is this? I'm trying to do this spiritual reset of my mind, my body, my soul, my faith, and the evil ones coming to try to attack. That's exactly what I thought. I thought, man, excuse me, man, it's real, man. But I just thought, how amazing is it that we go through life with good intentions about realigning ourselves and getting connected with God in a very spiritual way to take back control of something, just really reset your mind and your body. And from out of nowhere, COVID shows up. Do you think that's an accident? I do not think that's an accident. Not at all. Absolutely not. And I think the evil one, as I reflect on it, just here sitting over the last couple of days, well, mostly laying the last couple of days, um, he didn't want me to have that intimate time with God to try to improve myself. He didn't want it. He didn't want it. And he wanted to try to take me out so that I can't be good at what I do. Because you see, here at True Man Life Coaching, I help men, better dads, and better fathers. And if I'm not, and I'm not saying I'm not perfect, okay? I am not perfect. I'm a regular dude, just like you, trying to figure it out. But doggone, if I'm not running at 100%, if I'm not being the best man I can be, there's no way I can show up for you. And what I've learned is that you have to be cognizant of this spiritual warfare that goes on around you. Now you may be asking, I don't understand spiritual warfare. What is it? Well, it's really a term that we use, I guess, mostly in religious circles, right? In a spiritual context to describe that symbolic battle between good and evil, light and darkness, the forces of God and the forces of the devil. Um, these evil spirits that really want to grab you by the soul and take you out. And what you need to understand is that every day is a fight for your soul. And if you don't have this awareness of the warfare going on, you'll run around and every woman you cross paths with, you'll say, wow, she's got a nice ass. Or, man, sure would like to get with her. Now, how would that make your wife feel if she heard that? How would it make her feel? Probably less than, right? She probably wouldn't like you very much. Now, what are the chances that you're saying those words are your own thoughts? Not very high. You see, the evil man wants to take you out. He wants you looking at porn. He wants you commenting negatively on women that you see. Those things aren't masculine, by the way. Not at all. In fact, they're the complete opposite of masculinity. If you're going to be there for your family, you need to armor up. I mean, the Bible tells us to do this, guys. The armor of God, Ephesians chapter 6, 10 through 18. The Bible describes the armor of God and includes various elements like the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit. There are symbolic tools to help believers withstand these spiritual attacks. Now, I happen to love those symbolic tools, right? Because we are at war every day. And if you don't know that, if you don't recognize that, you may be losing. You may be losing the war. And you may be the guy that's going, man, my life is chaos. You may have bought into this world is chaos. I don't know what to do about it. And you know what? It is chaos. In fact, half the stuff going on is just bullshit. It's just bullshit. I don't know what else to say about it. So let me ask you, are you tired of the bullshit? I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of it. Are you that guy that is looking to make a difference in your life? Like you don't want to accept the bullshit anymore? Yeah, you should be. It's not necessary. I don't think the world is as chaotic as you may think it is. You could take back control. How do I know? I did. I'm just a regular guy, man. I'm just a regular guy. I've seen dozens of guys take back control. Some people aren't going to like this, but I'm just going to flat out say it. The power of prayer, brothers. You got to believe in your Lord and Maker. That's where you're going to get your protection and your guidance and your strength from those spiritual battles. It's just the way it is. There's only one way. The Bible tells us that. Now, if you don't like that, then turn me off. Just don't listen. Don't bother. I get it. No worries. No harm, no foul. But if you're looking to make a difference in your life, you got to start with that. You got to armor up. We just gave you the symbolic tools, the breastplate, shield of faith, the sword of the Spirit. Those are the things you need to armor up. And it's going to take some spiritual discernment. You're not always going to like what comes at you. God does not always have the answer you're looking for. But how do you know the answer you're looking for is the answer that God wants you to have? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever really taken the time to think about these things? That's why a retreat weekend out in the woods was so fantastic, right? Time alone with God, answering questions that hit most guys square between the eyes. And they are designed to do that. Because if we can hit you square between the eyes and we can get to your heart, the whole idea here, guys, and this is how I call it. The whole idea, guys, is that you get out of your head and you get into your heart. Because when you get into your heart, you can see, feel, and think things that you never thought were possible. You can love in a way that you never thought was real. And that comes from closeness and intimacy with God. And what I've realized over the last couple of days, man, the evil one is a son of a bitch. He doesn't want you close. He doesn't want you intimate. He wants to take you out. He doesn't want good things to happen to you. And you need to know that. You just need to know that. Because if you don't know that, if you don't understand that, you're going to go around every day with high anxiety, high stress, freaked out, looking for the next medication to calm you down or the next drink, whatever the hell you take. Those things are designed for temporary pain relief, not permanent. And if you don't do them correctly, the end result could be permanent, right? You hop in the car after a few drinks, go for a drive, and you're intoxicated, and you take somebody out or you take yourself out. It happens every day. Strangely enough, nobody thinks it's ever going to happen to them. I mean, do you think I went to this weekend thinking, oh, well, lucky me, I may get COVID this weekend? No, I did not think that. It was the last thing on my mind. Now, here's what I understand about what happened. The devil's really got me angry now. You really pissed me off this time. I had big plans. I will not let you interfere with them. I will not let you interfere with my life. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, when you get that pissed off, you can take back your life. You can absolutely 100% take back your life and stop all the bullshit around you. That I know. Here's what I'll ask you to do. Go out to my website. Check me out. truemanlifecoaching.com. Send me an email. Let's talk about the bullshit you're going through. And if you thought I said bullshit too much on this little podcast, I'll call bullshit on that. Because I know what you're going through. I just came away from a weekend with 250 guys that are trying to figure it out. You think I'm the only one? I know what's going on in a man's life. And here's my suggestion to you: don't go it alone. Don't do that. Absolutely don't do that. That is the wrong way to live. Because I'll tell you, man, when I got COVID and I knew what plans I had, I called up my army of men. And they responded. They responded in a big way with prayers and thoughts of encouragement. How would you like to have that around you? I know you would. Don't tell me it's not true. Don't tell me it's not true. Hey, if I'm not the right dude for you or you want to connect with somebody around the country, I know people. Let's get you connected. Let's get you some understanding around the warfare that exists and get you living the life that you want to live. And man, I hope the next time I do one of these, I look at a lot better. But I'm sick right now, man. I'm sick right now. I got COVID, man. This thing has tried to take me out. And I'm just looking at me in this video, and I know I don't look 100%. Maybe you don't think so. I don't know. But I can tell you, Mike's going to battle through this, and Mike is going to battle for your heart. So reach out to me. Just check me out on truemanlifecoaching.com. Drop me an email. Get on my calendar. Let's talk. That's all I can ask. Thanks, brothers.